YouTube, what's good? This is another car video. But I just wanted to jump on here and talk about a few things. I want to discuss more of my weight loss journey. So I'll mention it again. I started vlogging about losing weight a little while ago, and I didn't really commit real heavy. I kind of was doing things in spurts, like on for a week and then off for another week and then on for 2 weeks and then off. And I, clearly did not make much progress initially. But I did want to, talk about some things and update. I mentioned in my last video that I've been vegan for a month. I started doing the vegan diet on February the 1st. I was going to stop on Valentine's Day, but I said, nah, let me just keep on going since I'm already in the rhythm. So I kept it going, and honestly, I did minimum workouts. I didn't really work out every day or even a lot during the month of February. I did maybe two days a week, but towards the end of February, I started, picking it up and, hitting the gym a little bit more frequently. Well, the good news is I lost about 17 pounds for the month of February. So now we are in March, and I'm continuing, to keep this thing going. I'm gonna continue on the vegan diet, and I'm going to continue to work out. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about today was, one, committing, and two, obsession. Now there's a good and a bad with the obsession. The bad I'll start with is the obsession of chasing the numbers on the scale, and chasing oh my God, this is day 4 and I haven't, lost 10 pounds. It is what it is, man. You gotta have patience with this thing, and that's one thing I'm starting to realize more is just, I have to have patience. But the other part of the obsession I think is cool is the obsession with working out. Man, I've really gotten into this working out, man, since I've been vegan. My workouts are easier. I'm jumping rope, I'm running on a treadmill, I'm doing the elliptical, I'm doing burpees. I'm doing a plethora of things, to keep my heart rate up and make sure that I'm busting a sweat and things of that nature. And I'm telling you, man, it's really becoming an obsession, and I'm psyched about that, man. But yeah, patience is a big time key. If you don't know, and I think I've mentioned this in the past too, I actually went to the Army back on the year of 2016. I went to the Army in 2016, and before that, I'll go back 2014. I was, on and off in a relationship and stuff like that with somebody. It had been some years, and pretty much, we had a break apart or whatever, and she slept with somebody else. And this doesn't, I ain't trying to put dirt on her name, because, I'm not clean. I was doing my thing and, thinking that, I was just the slickest dude out here or whatever. And I ended up getting my feelings hurt. So, of course, with that happening, I kind of, went into a slump of depression or whatever. And then finally I was like, yo, you know what, let me get myself together and, start putting some more focus on myself. So I started going to the gym. I started eating right. And I made the decision to go to the Army. Before actually signing up, I was losing weight because I had called the Air Force, and the Air Force was like, nah. So I had called the Air Force, and I was heavy. I think I was 235 when I first called the Air Force. And they was like, nah, bro. Nah. So then I called the Army, and they was like, well, if you got 235, try to get down to 200. So I was like, all right, cool. So I started going to the gym, started going hard. I started running again. I used to run track in high school, so I started running again. Started just getting my weight up, doing what I needed to do in the gym. And the Army took me. They accepted me. I got in. So I went to the Army. I went to boot camp, basic training. And during basic training, I lost even more weight. Before I went to basic training, I was down to, excuse me, I was burping. Before I actually went to basic training, I got down to 215. And I got injured during basic training. I got injured during white phase. So, once I got injured, they gave me the option to restart back at day 0 or just come home. Now, me being old, I'm old, y'all. Well, not old, but I'm old. I'll be 33 in June. So, me being my age, I was like, yo, you know what? Like, I got a full-time job. I was doing the National Guard, by the way, Army National Guard. So, by me having a decent job already and, you know, things not being like super duper terrible for me, I was like, you know what? I'm going to come home. There's no need for me to start over. I'm not going to worry about it. I just won't be a soldier. So I came home. When I came home from basic training, y'all, I was under 200 pounds. I was actually like 194 if I'm not mistaken. So of course I got back, you know, started dating again and, you know, doing all of this stuff. And I started eating a whole lot. Eating whatever I wanted to. I'm talking cheesesteaks, chicken, fast food. And I ain't talking about chicken breasts. I'm talking about fried legs and thighs, Popeyes, KFC, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Arby's, cheesesteaks, fries. Anything that was bad, yo, I was eating all of it. So, you know, I started picking up weight again. I'm thinking, you know, I lost the weight before, so I can lose it again. I got up to like 230, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to limit myself to chicken and vegetables. Did that for like 2 weeks. Started to lose weight, and then after that, I messed up again, eating bad again. I had so many mistakes from then until now, to where I got to my heaviest that I've been in a while, which is close to the heaviest that I've ever been. The heaviest I've ever been was about 290 pounds. And as of recent, like my last time being heavy was at the beginning of February, and I was 266 pounds. Man, so I had to, you know, realize like, yo, dude, like, what's going on, bro? Like, you messing yourself up. You got to get back into, you know, you got to get back into shape, though. You got to get back looking good. You got to get back, you know, feeling good. And I, believe it or not, I was still like going to the gym again, off and on, you know, lifting weights and, you know, every now and then a cardio session here, a cardio session there. I even was doing P90X, and, you know, again, I would start and I would stop. And, you know, that caused a decline in my fitness. So I said all of that to say now I'm back at it. You know, been on it for, again, the diet part of it, I've been on that for a month. In terms of my workout, I've been consistent for about 2 weeks, and I plan on, you know, continuing my success. I got some goals that I need to achieve. I got some running goals that I'm trying to, you know, accomplish. You know, and at the end of the day, what I'm focusing on now is body fat percentage versus the actual pounds dropping. I mean, of course, pounds are going to drop, period. But my body fat percentage is what I really want to decrease. You know what I mean? To get rid of the jiggle, to get rid of the excess, you know, baggy, you know, skin and that fat that's just lingering around my midsection. So, you know, here I am. I'm going to try to vlog, more often, man. Maybe once a week or whatever, maybe even twice, just to update and, you know, keep track of this for myself. You know, if you do watch, then that's what's up, man. You know, thank you for watching. You know, thank you for whatever encouragement that you do give, or even critique or whatever. You know, I appreciate it all. You know, but of course I'm doing this also to keep track of it myself, and, you know, hopefully I can look back at this, you know, in June when my birthday is, and be like, yo, like, you really did it, bro. You really, you know, came down, you know, 40 pounds, or you really came down 50 pounds, or however many pounds, you know, it takes, and of course however much percentage it's going to take for me to be looking good and continue feeling even greater. So yeah, if you on a weight loss kick, man, or you want just a fitness, reconstruction in your life, continue to keep going, man. It's going to get easier. Keep pushing. Anything you do for a long time, you get used to it. So, I'm starting to get used to it. I don't even really have cravings for meat anymore. I'm not worried about eating no chicken. I ain't worried about eating no burgers. I ain't worried about eating no cheesesteak. Like, all I really want to do, man, is just continue to go hard, continue to push through, and, drop this body fat. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll get more comfortable in front of the camera with vlogging and all of that good stuff. So, yeah.